In today's video, we are inside a 2018 Honda Odyssey taking a look at Honda's latest infotainment and navigation system. At first glance, this may look similar to other Honda infotainment systems, but the software behind this screen is actually now running on Google's Android operating system. Although Honda hasn't said exactly what we'll see in the new 2018 Honda Accord, you should expect it to be essentially the same system as we're seeing right here, but perhaps without some of the minivan-specific features. To the left of the screen, we find some touch buttons: home, back, a button to adjust the brightness of the screen, and of course a power and volume knob. You do everything else within the touchscreen interface. The lack of dedicated buttons for certain infotainment features really is my only complaint about this particular software package. Instead of dedicated direct access buttons, we have three user-selectable favorite options right here at the top of the screen. If I click this one, we'll get SiriusXM, the trip computer, or the Apple CarPlay interface. If we're in the Apple CarPlay interface, we simply press Honda to get out of it. If you want to customize these, we simply press and hold, and then we have this customization menu, and you can drag anything you want right up to there. So if we want, for instance, this rear entertainment option, we simply click it. My fingers are a little dry, so it's not doing this so well. And now you'll notice we have the rear entertainment option up there. To the right of the three favorites icons, we find an icon that allows us to quick change our audio source, and then we have a button that takes us right to the currently playing audio source. Continuing even further right, we have an option that takes us over to the system status for our Honda Link network, and then we have an option to change our clock settings or view the clock. Wherever you are in the system, you can always click the home button to be returned to the home page where we see our various apps. These screens are customizable. You can rearrange the icons and you can also delete them. We can slide side to side to see the various apps. We also have a system updates app because this does feature over-the-air updates via wireless or via a USB stick, so you can more easily update the software in the system. On the last page, we find an app to control the AT&T hotspot that's integrated into the vehicle, the Honda Link system, and then we have two features that are very specific to the minivan. We have a cabin watch camera that lets you see what's going on in the rear of the cabin. Right now you can see I have a camera bag there on that third row seat. And then we have direct access from this screen to Cabin Talk, which was that other option. This is sort of like an in-cabin intercom system. The microphone can be muted, and it allows the front passengers to speak to the rear passengers a little bit more clearly without shouting in the vehicle. It'll also play that audio through the headphones if someone's using the rear entertainment system. Speaking of the rear entertainment system, we have some limited controls from up front. We can control which app is being played, what input is being used. We can turn the system on or off from the front. And of course, we have direct access to the Cabin Talk system. And you can enable or disable the remote control so that way the kids in the back can't play with the system. As we scroll through the screens, you may have noticed this social playlist option. This is one of the unique features with the Honda Odyssey. It works in coordination with the Honda CabinControl app on your connected smartphone or tablet. Once you've downloaded the CabinControl app and connected to the vehicle's Wi-Fi hotspot, you initiate the request for connection, and then you can choose what rights you want to allow the device to have. The device can adjust audio functions, HVAC functions for the rear climate control system, enter navigation addresses, control the rear entertainment system, and of course use the social playlist, which I think is really the handiest feature of this system. We'll enable all the features for my iPad so you can see exactly how this works. The app is now connected on my iPad. You can see what's playing right now. So you see we have SiriusXM as the source. Hit 1 is the source being played. We can change the source. We can actually scroll through them all and choose auxiliary input or CarPlay if one of those was connected, AM, FM, or the social playlist. You can think of the social playlist as sort of a communal jukebox. I have an iPhone connected to the system with songs on it, so I'll just go here, select a song from my iPhone. We'll say, I don't know, whichever one of these songs we want to use right there. And this has now been added to the playlist once I click the Add button. And you can see that this song is now playing. So if I look on the system, all I ask is playing from Adele, and it's showing my album art right here. This allows all the passengers in the car to have their songs played through the vehicle's audio system without connecting the device via its USB port or via Bluetooth. Going back to the larger screen, you can see what is on the social playlist via the remote device. You can also go over here to the audio option and track forward and backward through that playlist. We have a climate option down here, which allows us to adjust the climate control settings of the rear passenger compartment. The Navi option is interesting because it allows us to try and enter a navigation direction via your tablet or your smartphone and then send that to the system. So if you have kids that want to go somewhere different, or if you just want them to look up the address so that you don't have to do that, you can send to driver right here with the system. And then you notice on the screen, it's saying that so-and-so has suggested a new destination. It's 14 miles away. It should take us 21 minutes to get there. I can either ignore it or click the Start New Route button, and then the navigation system will navigate us to that destination.
Drive to highlighted route.
Now that the navigation destination has been accepted, you can see the status on your smart device as well. 21 minutes, 14 miles away. We can actually see a directions list right here, and you can actually see how exactly we would get there. And lastly, we have the rear entertainment option. We can swipe to navigate, double tap to select, and we have all the various buttons you would normally find on the IR remote control. This allows people that are sitting back there in the third row seat to control the rear entertainment system. The CabinControl app certainly is an interesting option for this latest infotainment and navigation system. I'm not exactly sure how handy some of the features are, but I really do like that social playlist functionality. The Cabin Watch and Cabin Talk systems are also kind of interesting solutions because we get a view from this Cabin Watch camera that we just wouldn't be able to get with a mirror above the rear view mirror system, and the Cabin Talk system makes it a little bit easier to yell at your kids. Although I wish Honda would either give us more favorite buttons that could be assigned right there at the top of the screen, or some actual direct access buttons right here below the screen, this is one of my favorite infotainment systems for the 2018 model year. This is also without a doubt the most fully featured infotainment and navigation system you will find in any American market minivan. The social media playlist is really a feature that I like in this minivan, and Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are features that for some reason you still don't find in the Chrysler Pacifica, the Dodge Caravan, or the Toyota Sienna. Thanks for taking the time to check out this video. Be sure and check out our complete review of the 2018 Honda Odyssey. You'll find that on our channel as well, and I'll see you next week.